Cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants offense heading out, and they, of course, have made the move. They're going with a rookie, Daniel Jones out of Duke. 6th overall pick in this year's draft. Second QB taken after Kyler Murray. And it's his show now, though he obviously has some awfully big shoes to fill. Now Saquon Barkley. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter they were going to run gaps.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now Anderson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
From the red zone now, Winston. Got an open man, it's QT. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. He's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Throwing, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Barkley. He finds some open field here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the 22, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Winston. He's going to sling this deep down. They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. He'll let this go for the... Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe. So
a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night, they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
And Tate's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Watch the pass.
A first down carry for Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Hit on the stop, Kevin Minter. From the 22, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. 22 yards there, a first down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A 10-play drive that time. And the rookie Saquon Barkley, the one who finishes things off with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on third down. They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Jameis now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And he's got it complete to Anderson. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it's Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Jones now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Escaping the pressure to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for Because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's third down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Winston now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Here's Anderson. He's got it on the draw. Anderson a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here we go. Two times. Four down.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On second and 11 now. Winston. That one complete to Anderson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. C.J. Anderson. His first touchdown of the new season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. On first down, Barkley. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Now Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
60 outlaw. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. It looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Ready. Back, 25, 57. They can't hang with us. Shit.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Winston connecting with Howard.
We got this.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Winston throwing complete to Mike Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Winston now to throw on first down. And he finds Howard complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready, blue ready. Check, 47. Guys, it's game. Let's go.
Winston from the gun on third down. This complete to Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Let's go.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
Second down and goal. Winston. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a second and 7. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Tampa Bay, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young.